everyone, welcome back to Ancestral Healing. For those that are new here, my name is Petra and I share content related to the carnivore diet, keto, and an ancestral animal-based lifestyle. My goal is to bring us together and find ways that we can connect and relate, because at the end of the day, the message here is that meat heals. If you want to stay connected outside of YouTube, make sure to check out our Instagram account, Ancestral and Healing. We share a lot of cool stuff on there that you don't see on YouTube. If you're curious about starting your own ancestral healing journey, feel free to check out our ebook, A Guide to Ancestral Healing, in the description below. In today's video, I'm going to be discussing my 4 non-negotiables on the carnivore diet. Non-negotiable means not open for debate or modification. These are 4 things which I will never entertain or willingly allow into my diet or my lifestyle. Absolutely no way. There's a quote by Ralph Waldo Emerson that really resonates with me. He says, "The mind, once stretched by a new idea, never returns to its original dimensions." The information that I have learned within the last 4 years on this animal-based journey has taught me so much and has permanently changed my mind about so many things. I cannot unlearn or unsee or unhear the information. Sometimes they say that ignorance is bliss, and I believe that to be true because it is really hard to know some of these truths. To know that the food systems in place are poisoning us, that our water is dirty, to know that there are systems in place designed to keep us trapped, to keep us sick, and to keep us dependent on the medical model system. But at the end of the day, I am super grateful to know this information, to know the truth, and to be able to apply it to my life, improve the quality of my health and my well-being. So these are my 4 non-negotiable rules that I apply every day since starting the carnivore diet. Number 1, no processed food. It has been almost 4 years since I have touched processed food. I don't eat junk food. I don't eat anything that was made in a lab. I don't eat anything that comes from a box. I used to have the biggest sweet tooth. I loved my chocolate chip cookies. But now when I walk into the grocery stores and I roam the aisles, all I see is Frankenstein food. We shouldn't even really be calling it food because it's not. Food is meant to nourish and heal, not poison us and make us sick. When I look at processed food now, I'm actually seeing it from a completely different lens, and I'm unaffected by it. I used to get super triggered walking down the aisles when I first started my carnivore journey because I would miss certain snacks, or I would kind of get angry seeing other people's shopping carts, and I would be like, why are they eating this? I couldn't understand it. I would see people feeding their kids Pop-Tarts for breakfast, shopping carts full of cereal boxes. I think that I had to go through the anger and the rage to finally reach a point where I am at peace with it and I'm not really judging other people who consume processed food. I think that genuinely some people just don't know better. We are all on our own different journeys. Who am I to judge? What do I know? My second non-negotiable is no seed oils, no vegetable oils. No canola, no sunflower, no palm oil, corn, soy, cottonseed oil. Seed oils are highly processed. They lack nutrients and they promote metabolic damage. Seed oils are the biggest villain, in my opinion, when it comes to human health. They cause inflammation and DNA damage and contribute to chronic disease. If you've seen all of my videos, I actually wonder sometimes if there's someone out there who's watched all of my videos. If so, that's super cool. Thank you. Then you would know that I accidentally ate seed oils. Well, unknowingly, which kind of sucked, but it's okay. It's not the end of the world, and it's definitely a risk that you take when you choose to eat outside of the home. But I will never purchase seed oils, and I will always do my best to find out if a specific food that I'm going to eat, or if I'm going to a restaurant, or if I'm eating at a friend's house, I will do my best to find out if it has seed oil contamination. So funny, I sound kind of crazy saying that, seed oil contamination, but that is what it is. I think seed oils are super sneaky because they are literally in everything. So even if you're making the effort to be healthy and you're going to a health food store and you see some sweet potato chips, check the ingredients. They're most likely fried, deep fried in canola oil or sunflower oil. I definitely think that no matter what kind of diet you follow, if you're carnivore, if you're vegan, if you're vegetarian, pescatarian, making it a priority to eliminate seed oils is going to be extremely beneficial for everyone, because you gain absolutely nothing positive from eating seed oils. I really believe that they have no place in the human diet. My third non-negotiable is no seasonings, spices, or sauces. This one is a non-negotiable for me because most seasonings, spices, and sauces may contain seed oils and or processed sugar and ingredients that are not naturally derived. For example, I've got this barbecue chicken over here. It has salt, spices, dehydrated onion and garlic, dextrose, sugar, spice extractives, cornstarch, disodium inosinate, and guanylate and silicone dioxide, and Montreal chicken, salt, dehydrated vegetables, spices and herbs, high oleic sunflower oil, color, annatto, ascorbic acid, and natural flavor. So no thank you. Spices can also contain ingredients that have been sprayed with pesticides and can just cause overall inflammation, autoimmune reactions. I don't know if you guys have ever checked out the Montreal steak rub, but the ingredients are coarse salt, spices, garlic, onion, sunflower oil, and natural flavor. I mean, I'm sure that you can make your own spices and rubs if you really wanted to. That would be way better than the ones that I'm mentioning. Frankly, I feel like the flavor of meat tastes so much better on its own with just some really good quality salt. The most that I will garnish my plate with is maybe sometimes a little cilantro or basil that I grow myself. If I'm feeling fancy, maybe we'll do a little coriander. Single ingredients that come from the earth. Okay, so the final non-negotiable for me on the carnivore diet is medications. Before I started the carnivore diet, so most of my life, from the time I was very young until my late 20s, I was a pill-popping animal. At the slightest headache, I would run and grab a Tylenol or an Advil. I dealt with a lot of physical pain in my mid-20s, and I would take painkillers all the time. So much so that my body became used to them and they stopped working. They no longer had an effect on me. If I had some sort of infection, I would immediately resort to antibiotics. Today, I am a different person, and I am extremely fortunate and grateful to say that I don't need to take medications anymore. All of the symptoms are gone. I can't remember the last time that I had a headache. My friend asked me for Tylenol the other day. She had a headache, and I was like, I'm sorry, I literally don't have medication in the house. And I'm very lucky, but I'm not really lucky. I'm doing the work. Diet is everything. My physical pains are gone. Once in a blue moon, they will reappear if I eat something off track, like if I have maybe pork that's not the best quality, if I have a little bit too much fruit, I may get a little bit of pain in my old injuries. But instead of popping a pill and putting a band-aid on it, I step back and I address the root cause. I ask myself, what did I eat? Did I eat anything off track? Am I lacking sleep? What have I been neglecting? I definitely think that medication can play a role in very specific and important life-changing situations. But truly, all ailments and their root cause can be addressed by the lifestyle choices that we make. The food we eat, the amount of exercise we do, the amount of time we spend in nature, the air that we breathe, the environment that we're in, how much time we spend looking at our screens, the social media that we consume, the types of people that we give our time and our energy to. It is all connected, and I don't think that a pill will solve the root problem. And in return, it's just going to keep happening. It's going to be a cycle if you don't look at the root cause. So I try my best to lead a healthy lifestyle, to keep myself in a balanced state so that I don't have to rely or be dependent on medication. So those are my 4 non-negotiables on the carnivore diet. I want to know, what are yours? If you guys enjoy this video, Let me know, and I will see you on the next one. Have a lovely day.